Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be sharing a 12 by 12 layout and I will be doing the Scrap 5 challenge, and I am doing this along with some other crafty friends here on YouTube, so be sure to check my description box, go over and check out the layouts that they have created today using the same 5 items that I'll be using on my layout. And if you guys would like to join us in the Scrap 5 challenge, be sure to tag us on Instagram using the hashtag on the lower left corner of the screen that says hashtag Scrap5. And the 5 items we're using this month in November would be 3 or more pattern papers, ribbon, the color gold, we're adding splatters, and we're doing the tearing technique. And if you're not on Instagram, you can definitely follow along with us with the challenge and just post below, comment, let us know where we can check out your layout. So now I'll go ahead and begin working on my background. So you can see here I pulled out a set of older pattern papers that I had just laying around on my desk and needed to be used up. And I have one from Chanel, one from Dear Lizzie, and I cannot remember the third paper I have sitting there. But I'll go ahead and list all of the items I used today down in my description box. You can also see I have the list of items I need to use on my layout to the left side of my screen, and I'll go ahead and just cross each off as I use them. So I'm gonna go ahead and tear this diagonal striped paper, and that will be the first thing that I could cross off would be the tearing technique. And I just freehand tore my paper, and I didn't like the edge. It was just a bit too messy looking for what I was going for. So you'll see I'll go in with a ruler and have a bit more of a controlled tear to the edges of this paper. Now you'll notice that once I added this piece of paper here, I left a little space in the center, and I do go back in later on and cover that up. But for now, I'm leaving that space there, and I flipped my paper as well. So that way the colors on the edges did not match, and that's exactly the look that I was going for. So now I'm gonna add a piece of this torn edge down to the lower right corner as well. And then I'll begin working on adding some layers behind my photo. So far I have 2 pattern papers on my background, and here I'm bringing in the third pattern paper that I'm using on this layout today, and this would be from Chanel, and I'm using this one to go ahead and mat my photo on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and trim down, just leaving the yellow and black dots and the solid yellow on the left side. And I'm also going to mat it once again, as you can see here. Once I have my photo adhered to my background, I'm going to begin working on my title. Now my title says, "Hey Handsome," and you'll notice that I put the word "hey" to the top of my photo, but I do go in just a few moments and bring that down next to the word "handsome." And these are chipboard stickers from the Wild Child collection, I believe, and it's from Pink Paisley. So right now I have my 3 pattern papers on my layout. I did the tearing technique, and next I'm gonna add some ribbon. Now I'm gonna add in this red ribbon, and once I did that, I wanted the word "hey" to be down next to the word "handsome," so I'm gonna go ahead and bring that down right now. I'm also gonna start a cluster to the top left corner using some of that ribbon as well. Now the photo that I'm documenting today is of my grandson, and here he's just waiting for the school bus, and I used the Snapchat filter to get that effect on that 4x6 photo. And you can see my layout is pretty busy because of the orientation of the photo the diagonal effect it has, and also the diagonal pattern paper on there, and all of those dots on the other pattern papers that I used. So it's really busy, so I'm gonna add just enough embellishments to this layout and keep it really simple. I'm just adding enough to pull it all together. So I'm adding in my clusters, but I'm thinking to myself that they're just sitting on all of these busy pattern papers and not standing out enough. So I went ahead and punched out 2 circles and a heart to add below my clusters. And I'm adding in the circle right now to the lower right cluster. Then I'm going to add a semicircle to the top left corner. And I added in just a little strip of yellow to the cluster to the top of my photo. So now I'm going to add in my splatters, and I decided to go with black splatters, and I'm carefully adding those in and being careful not to add too much and making sure they don't get on my photo as well. And here I decided to go ahead and add in my gold. Now I'm adding in some gold lines using a Crayola gold glitter marker. And at first I wanted to add in some gold stars, but I think that it would clash a bit too much with the yellow on my layout. So I decided just to go with a subtle gold addition instead. And that meant using that Crayola marker. So the gold is on there. It's just subtle and in the background. So as of right now, I have all of the items on my layout that I needed to get on there. And this is where I decided to go ahead and cover up all of those little black dots using some more of the pattern paper. And I'm adding in a bit more splatter to the right side. So here's a close-up look at my layout. I love how it turned out, and I hope you guys enjoy the process as well. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up before you leave, and don't forget, check out my description box and go over and check out all of the other ladies that's participating in this collab today. And don't forget, if you do take part in the Scrap 5 challenge along with us, let us know down below where we can find your layout so we can take a look. So I want to thank you all for watching today, and until my next video, bye.